players on their squad, and he's been one of the key reasons why Anaheim's fared so well in this game.
You know, Matthew Phillips, last year in Colorado, the American League was a plus 24, and I'm looking up and down on the plus minus on the Ducks forwards, and it's one of the top figures. Here's the puck played along the near board, off to the right side of Mrazek. And here at the point, they'll let one go off a skate in front of the net. Pressure from Los Angeles here. Laferriere will roll it behind the net. Kings hustle, go after the puck. Luno is there to help defend. Mishak is there as well, up to the right of the goaltender. Peter Mrazek, 1:18 to go in a lengthy second period here. And a little bit of everything. Kings go after the puck. Laferriere stops, trying to make a play back to the blue line. Second attempt gets it there. They move in with the puck in the face-off circle to the right of Mrazek. Puck bounce off the pad, then cleared behind the net. Another chance. Kings hustle to get there first. Front of their players' bench. Now it comes out high. They bang one off the boards behind the net. Mrazek still on the ice. Pads on the ice here. Not getting up. Finally does. Here's the Kings at the point, front of their players' bench, letting a shot go. Anaheim's there, trying to just move it up and get some a little bit of a breather here. Lots of time spent by the Kings in this recent little shift. About 30-40 seconds so far. Now Anaheim will finally use the near board penalty box side of the rink to clear it.
Well, look, the Los Angeles Kings did get a lot of puck possession time there, as you just mentioned, but the Ducks doing such a great job positionally, really limiting everything the Kings had to the perimeter. So job well done defensively for the Anaheim Ducks.
All right. And I think that's a good response to what Joe Quenneville and his coaching staff brings to the table, too. We're going to see a lot of hard-nosed playing and a lot of good play. It's things we haven't seen in years, I guess, offensively and defensively when the season starts. Can't wait.
Look, tied up. Two apiece, and look, this is an opportunity for the Anaheim Ducks, which I keep talking about. It's so impressive. You look at who's in the lineup for the Ducks, you look at who's in the lineup for the Los Angeles Kings, and there's just so many more National Hockey League games played on the roster of the Kings versus the Ducks. So all Ducks fans tuning into this broadcast today, you must be thrilled. I am, Steve. I know you are, and it's a great feeling knowing that a lot of these players there in the Ducks dressing room right now, they're exceeding expectations. They're really maximizing their opportunity here at Dignity Health Arena, and I just think that adds to the storyline.
I do too. Hey, before we come back with our second period intermission, a reminder, and it's important because it has to do with Ticketmaster. NHL fans, you want to make sure your plus-minus rating is always in the positive for the 2024-25 season. And, of course, 25-26 is the season we're in, but that was the case last year at Honda Center. So get tickets to take in an early game this season with the Anaheim Ducks. Think of it as you getting your dry land training done before the season is fully underway. And thanks so much to a special group of people. We know that Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and NHL, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. And don't forget, the start of the regular season's coming up in a matter of days. It's coming, folks. Right now, we're coming into an intermission between the second and third. 2-2, Ducks and Kings. We'll be right back as you continue to listen to Ducks Dreams. Power by TuneIn.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow. Maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Linley, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Hi, Linley. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri, coming this October.
You don't look like police.
I'll take that as a compliment.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
It's not too late to become an Orange Alliance member for the 2025-26 Anaheim Ducks season. As a member, you'll receive first dibs on the best available locations, savings off tickets, discounts on concessions and merchandise, an exclusive OA member vest, and new this year, parking is included. Find out how to join at anaheimducks.com/Orange Alliance.
This is the second intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio network of the Anaheim Ducks.
We're back here at Dignity Health Arena for segment 1 of the second intermission report. And how about we do a little out-of-town scores? And, of course, our out-of-town scoreboard this season presented by Hytera US Inc. Let's get right to it. The Columbus Blue Jackets won, Pittsburgh Penguins nothing. That's into the first period being played out of Pittsburgh. The Dallas Stars 0, Colorado Avalanche 0 being played in Colorado. That's end of the first period. How about the Nashville Predators 0, Tampa Bay Lightning 1 in Tampa end of the first period. Chicago Blackhawks 0, St. Louis Blues 1 in St. Louis at the end of the first period. Montreal Canadiens 1, Toronto Maple Leafs 0 being played in Toronto. That's into the first period. One game that has not started yet. The Calgary Flames visiting the Winnipeg Jets. Of course, the big storyline there in Winnipeg, Jonathan Toews making his return to the National Hockey League in a different uniform after captaining the Chicago Blackhawks for so many years and so many championships. Well, he's now a member of that Winnipeg Jets squad, and that is set to start momentarily. A couple final scores for you. The Detroit Red Wings 2, Buffalo Sabres 5 is your final out of Buffalo. How about Buffalo playing some quality hockey? Everything coming together for them, at least early on here. Boston Bruins 4, Philadelphia Flyers 3 is your final out of Philly. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go to a commercial break? Steve and I will catch our breath here. And we have a lot more news and notes to talk about. So, thanks again for listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big, official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Support comes from UCI Health, home of Orange County's first and only adult bone marrow transplant program with groundbreaking cancer research and world-class treatments. They stop at nothing for a cancer-free future. UCIhealth.org/BMT.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Busy schedule? Flex plans are now available to let you choose the games that you want. Select 7 or more games to save big and get discounts on concessions and merch. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/flexplans.
And we're back here. Steve Carroll, Emerson Edom. We're in the second period intermission. Pretty entertaining hockey game. Ducks and Kings are tied 2-2. Hey, we came on the air tonight because we just received news that the Ducks had signed forward Mason McTavish to a 6-year contract. I know for a fact, millions of facts, that both management, player-wise, they're all happy this thing is over with. But, you know, I was just looking, Emerson, at some of the numbers that McTavish has accumulated. And we know how much Pat Verbeek loves him as a player. His teammates love him too. I'm just so glad that they got this thing done before the start of the regular season, because I think he's a missing part of the puzzle, so to speak. You need a guy like him. You know what he can do already. And I think just adding him now just before the season is a sigh of relief, but also something that's extremely positive for this team as they move forward and try to be a better team by year's end.
Well, we talked about a little bit of advanced analytics for Mason McTavish. A lot of times I've been just going over just basic surface level stats, but 5 versus 5 points per 60 minutes for 2024-25, 2.17 points per 60 minutes. And so, you know, that's saying something. How about expected goals per .83? Goals against expected. Of course, there's just some lights out numbers there. On ice shot and scoring metrics. So, Corsi, 4 percentage, 45.2%. And look, those numbers are only going to get better. Mason McTavish, he is a beast. He is a bull with the puck out of the corners. That's where I really envy his game so much, is picking up pucks along the boards, rims, and him utilizing his body in almost, and it's a very fitting comparison, in an Andrei Kopitar-like fashion, right? He's able to do so much, a lot like Andrei Kopitar, with such little speed, just by his reverse hitting capability and his reverse contact that we see so much stationary out of the corner. So I look forward to seeing him up his game as he did even last season on that flank, on the power play. I look forward to seeing him even better along the wall and in the corners. I think the combination of all the areas I just spoke on, we talked about his high shooting percentage, above 12%, that's lights out. So as long as he can really improve in each category, both offensively and defensively, his play without the puck, can we see Mason McTavish get up to that point per game mark? That would be a sight to see. It's just a matter of time that's been brewing. He's got the shot. He's got the hands in tight. And look, he's a guy that he's just going to play such a pivotal role for this Anaheim Ducks organization here moving forward. And you got to love the price tag, right? To come out of those types of negotiations and get a deal like that, it goes to show that, of course, General Manager Pat Verbeek, he continues to know the process, trust the process, know what he's doing in those times of duress. But to get him at $7 million per season, Steve, it's not 9, it's not 10. You see Dylan Gunther, you see a lot of these players, younger players, signing a lot early, maybe getting more early. But no, this one really played out as long as possible. And look, you just look at that $7 million figure, and it makes sense. It's a team-friendly from an aspect of how big some of these free agent classes, in particular next season, but the next 2 seasons, I mean, you got to leave some room. And Pat Verbeek, with this move, he does a great job of not going too much as far as average annual value. It's just right. It's fair from a player perspective. It's fair from a team perspective. And it just makes sense. And I think both parties got what they truly wanted. They really settled on a number and term that both worked out. So hats off to both parties. And I really can't wait to see Mason McTavish back doing what he does best there on opening night.
I think every team is likely to say we need more scoring from whoever it is, a draft pick, maybe a trade that was made, maybe a development of a young player. And if you look at McTavish, 60 goals, 80 assists for 140 points, 229 career NHL games with Anaheim. And you know what? As good as we're becoming, and we're a young team with a lot of skill and talent, they're going to be in the playoff hunt for years to come here. I guarantee you that. It's just another piece to add back. Sure, he's been here with us, but, you know, who knew what was going to happen? Boy, you keep bringing him in like a McTavish, and with all these other young kids we're watching, the drafts recently, you know, this team has a chance to do some really good things, too. And I think everybody loves offense in the game of hockey. I certainly do. Defense, of course, is very important. But to add him back and just the way he plays the game, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen him take a shift off. I mean, he's worked hard. And, you know, you'll watch a player throughout the course of the game. It's a tough game to play, and it's hard fought. Maybe a team's not struggling. You'll have a bad shift or a bad game. But a guy like him, I don't think he likes to lose. And I think he's got all the ability. I think he's also a great leader, too. Thus, the results here. So just thank heavens this thing got done, and it's going to help this hockey club. All right. 3 minutes before the start of period 3. That kind of sounds good. 2-2 is the score. That does it. Ducks need another goal to grab the lead and get 2 points against Los Angeles. We'll come back with that third period in just a moment. You're listening to Duck Stream. It's powered by TuneIn.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never-give-up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. Fanatics experience.
Lowe's knows you've got a job to do, and we help get it done. With the MyLowe's Pro Rewards program, eligible members save more, with volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and/or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include a comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities of the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Well, we are back for the start of period number 3. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom and our crew, and everybody looking forward to the third period now.
Well, whatever transpires and concludes in this hockey game, I got to come out and say I'm extremely proud about every single member of this Ducks roster right now. They are exceeding expectations. They're maximizing their opportunity. So kudos to them. Anyone's game, 2-2, but I think that was necessary.
There's a turnover and a score by Los Angeles. Just 14 seconds into the third period. It looked like Trevor Moore got it. Boy, I tell you, a blink of the eye. Right from that face-off, they move it down and have a 3-2 advantage now.
Well, you had this bad feeling when that turnover transpired. The defensive end right around the top of the circles area. And that guy who just ripped one home, Trevor Moore, who's, of course, born and raised here in Southern California. He's been dynamite all game long. Some flashes out of the corners, big-time shots early on. You knew he wanted that one, and he puts his team ahead.
All right, we need no more of that. All right, puck played in behind the Anaheim goal. It'd be nice to get a win here against your rival team late in preseason. They make the announcement on the goal scored by Moore. And that was early on, one of the quickest goals we've had in preseason by any team.
And of course, the go-ahead goal, we just said his name. Of course, Trevor Moore, and unassisted, right? There was that breakdown, turnover. So Trevor Moore, the lone person on that goal read.
It was a shot wide from the high slot. What I think we're going to have some really great battles between these two teams this year. Just the feeling that I have in that, we got such a young team, and Kings have some young players too, and the rivalry is going to take an additional step forward. Not that it's hasn't done that over the year. Every year it seems like it gets harder to play against each other, but we're going to have some real epic battles this season, whether it's up there in LA or in Anaheim.
Yeah, and you remember just the really highly competitive. Oh boy, there's a couple chances by Yoel Armia. Some great right pad saves by Peter Mrazek again and again, but just the height, right? Over the last decade or so, you have the likes of Ryan Getzlaff, of course, steering the ship for the Anaheim Ducks. And then Andrei Kopitar, who continues to play for the Los Angeles Kings, of course. But you just remember those years of battles, the Ryan Kesslers of the world, the Bojamans, the list goes on and on for the Anaheim Ducks. But then, of course, for the Los Angeles Kings, names like Green, who is so good for them on the back end, and so many names that were just played so well, so consistent for their respective teams during the height of this rivalry. You just look back on some of those names and just go, wow. And hey, Trevor Lewis is a guy that, once again, no longer a member of the Los Angeles Kings team, but there's a guy like Akil Thomas slide right in there, right? So there's, different, these two organizations are playing right in front of us here at Dignity Health Arena. Similar situations, some different, but there's an opportunity for a lot of these young guys to score a spot.
You know, it'd be great once we get OC Vibe even further along. Place gets packed, sold out when the two teams play each other. Then they wind up in a playoffs, a best of 7, goes game 7. That's what I would look forward to. And you know what? It's very possible something like that could happen soon.
Well, I'm having fun looking at the progress of OC Vibe from afar, right? And just kind of doing my own research. Okay, they're not going with that paint job there on the parking structure. Maybe that's a primer, right? And just from afar, just trying to figure out what's going on. Putting on my own hard hats, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Now we have a little brouhaha developing in front of the net. Melanius takes his arm from around the neck of one of the Anaheim players on the far side. Washy, and they're having a hard time separating the two teams right now. And it looks like they got it all good and well.
Well, both teams know at this point they got to stay disciplined, right? So unless it's a scrap and you know it's going to be even it up, both teams are really trying to keep it tight when it comes to penalties, not taking them, and avoid that sin bin at all costs.
Well, I tell you what, is it me or is this building noisy? It's a smaller building, of course, minor league team, but boy, these fans and the music here, mind-boggling. Maybe we need to score a goal to keep them quiet. 3-2, Kings lead the Ducks. 17:45 to go in the third period. So happy you're with us on Duck Stream and following us since we got back on the air. Again, 3 preseason games left. 2 with San Jose, the next one Monday. Hope you tuned in for that. And then the last game up here in Los Angeles. We will play that, and then it's time for the regular season. So, face-off coming up in the Los Angeles end of the rink.
Shots on goal, currently 35 for the Los Angeles Kings, 21 for the Anaheim Ducks. So the Anaheim Ducks over the last course, they've really sped up their shot production, and maybe a little bit of a slow start, but they've bode well over the last stretch, so they got to just keep shooting everything on Kings netminder Eric Patel.
Ishak out in the ice there. Colangelo right in front of him. The Ducks, Luno will slap it from the point right in front of the Kings bench, but hit a skate, bounce back out to center. Ducks had to come back to tag up, make it an onside dump in, and they do. But the Kings are there to try and clear it out. Couldn't. Again, pressure from Anaheim. Now another steal. Ducks have it in front of the net. A shot! Oh, and a save there by Portillo. And that might be one of the top 2 or 3 saves he has made in this game.
Wow. Niko Majatovic with an absolute gift of a pass there, and tries to outweight a little bit of a bobble puck on the reception, but gets a quality shot off, and really was a great shot, but even better save from Eric Portillo as he slides across east-west in a very effortless fashion.
Now you mentioned Majatovic and some of the other young players. I think that's been one of the joys we've had during our training camp here. And of course, we're still in preseason. We'll get a chance to see them play. But yeah, we got some good young players, some prospects here, and looking forward to it. Regardless where they wind up this year, some might be going out of San Diego. Maybe a couple stay here. Not for sure yet, but we'll hear something in the coming days, in the next week or so. But you know, we've got a nucleus, some really good young players, and maybe the numbers are as big as they've been in recent years here, more than just a couple.
Yeah, I certainly agree, and we just spoke on him, but Niko Majatovic, he's looked great, right? Jan Mysak, he's been making some great plays. Judd Caulfield, especially early on, has looked good. Igor Sidorov, I think it's been his best outing here. He's been getting into the physicality. He had that great opportunity where he cuts in and rifles a shot. He's got an assist on the night, so a lot of positive plays from Sidorov.
And the other good thing is then the guys that have been coming up and getting better from maybe being in a different situation before they got to the NHL. You know, a kid like Zellweger. I'm just saying there's names out there, and if you watch them in training camp, there's about 5 or 6 of them that you can see the improvement, and you just wonder how long it'll be before they're permanent up here, and it's going to be fun to watch. They've done a great job of drafting here recently, and I tell you, the fans are going to be happy with watching this team for a long time. Here's the puck moved in front of Mrazek, knocked away, and the Ducks speed out, led by Colangelo. Dropping it in deep. Kings get there first on this particular sequence, get it and fire at the length of the ice, and Mrazek will have to stop it because it's on net.
That was a great forecheck there by Sam Colangelo, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier as far as the change in definition of that interference rule. But a great job, Sam Colangelo. He chips it by the defenseman. He goes one way back out, beats him, and beats him to the puck as well in the near side corner, but does not connect as there's no defenseman home on the near side blue line.
Good Caulfield doing some magic with the puck. Little offensive opportunity there, but the puck wound up down the ice. Ducks go back after it in their own end, shoot it in, and the Kings are first back after it this time. 14:40 to go, third period. 3-2 lead for the Kings. Here's the puck being knocked down by Los Angeles. Cody Ceci, longtime player in this league. Spent time with Dallas and San Jose a year ago. Puck played up the ice. Here comes Anaheim. In on goal, shot. Oh, and the goaltender somehow got a piece of that.
It was the same move we saw Beckett Seneca do in the rookie faceoff tournament. A little look behind backhand attempt, and it was just stuffed by Portillo there on the near side doorstep. Nice pad save by him. Another nice move. It was the same move from Beckett Seneca. He doesn't get rewarded again, but I tell you what, he makes moves like that. As long as he fools the goalie, as he does, we've seen him doing the last two attempts there. As long as he continues to sell like that, one's bound to go in.
Yep. Here's Zellweger back in his own end of the rink. Ishak going back. I think he's going to ask for a change, line change, so he and Seneca go off in front of head coach Joel Quenneville. Puck is maneuvered out to center ice by Los Angeles. Turned over now. Ducks down by a goal. Could use the tying one. Still plenty of time to go. That time didn't show much progress. Kings get it back. Trying to whack it in on left wing. Hitting, picking up here. Drive! Bart Burrows high off the glass for LA.
Nice net front presence by Yoel Armia as Kings defenseman Kyle Burrows takes a step into that one and unleashes a big-time shot. Oh, that's a nice play out of the corner from Tim Washy.
And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play, and a player from each team a little slow in getting up. Is that Burrows back there? Yeah, number 7 going off gingerly, and we're going to take a timeout here. Kings 3, Ducks 2. Stick around, more hockey coming your way. Here on Duck Stream, it's all powered by Tuna.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities at the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Hey, just a reminder, NHL fans, you want to make sure your plus-minus rating always in the positive for this upcoming season. Get tickets to take in an early game this season with the Anaheim Ducks. Think of it as you getting your dryland training done before the season is fully underway. And thanks to Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and NHL, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you will score. And they're honoring one of the military people up on the boards, and you can't say enough about those great human beings.
Certainly, and whether it's home at Honda Center, whether it's away on the road, we always salute our military.
Yep, they're the best. Here comes Anaheim. Stick handling back in their own end of the rink. It's a close one here, folks. If you haven't been with us, Kings a precarious 3-2 lead. Anyone's game here. Ducks have competed very hard in this contest. And still a battle for the puck behind the goal line. Mrazek's had a lot to say with the way the game's been. He made some key saves. Very active. Puck played along the near board. And Anaheim will go from one side of the rink to the other and barge in on right wing. Luneau stops to make a play. Zellweger off the bench will pursue it in front of the penalty box from the other side of the rink. Just chip it into the Kings zone. And then out it comes. Flipped all the way down the ice. Here comes Anaheim breaking out. We were talking about Seneca a little bit ago. Goes rink wide for Zellweger. Ducks will shoot it in and then chase it down. Seneca's there on the forecheck.
Yeah, and if you missed it, Beckett Seneca with a broken breakaway opportunity. You know, a nice pass there on the near side out front from Seneca, but just missing on that breakaway. He elects to take a quick, deceptive look back, off to go to the backhand, but here Portillo with a nice pad save.
All right, Anaheim regrouping here near the halfway point of the third period. 35-25 shot advantage for the Kings, who roll to center ice, cross the red line, will sweep it in from there. That was the youngster Clark. He's an impressive looking player. Drops it in deep, and Anaheim back after it. Flips it ahead to center. Off a Duck skate, and now out at center ice. Los Angeles has it with Deneau stick handling through a couple Anaheim players. Trying to move it ahead. Anaheim will steal. Washy now for Anaheim, brings it across the line, gets a pass back from Minchikov. Behind the goal line, they work it to the point. Minchikov will shoot it, and that's blocked. It goes high into the air, into the corner, left of their goaltender Portillo. But the Kings have some numbers, and here they come with a breakaway feed, a shot! Oh, and a big save there by the Anaheim goaltender Mrazek. That's a game saver.
That was a phenomenal stretch pass from Trevor Moore, right on the twig of course, Warren Foegele, who has both Ducks defensemen behind him, but great pressure there from Pavel Minchikov on the back check, and I think that was a big reason why Foegele was able to slow down, and on top of that, a big-time stop by Peter Mrazek.
I really like this Mrazek guy,
yeah, so
what he's doing, huh? Whew. All right, puck played center ice. Move it in, and the puck is chipped away from a possible Anaheim threat, although they have some net front presence in front of their goaltender, Portillo. Both goaltenders have played pretty good hockey at times in this one, even though it's a 3-2 Kings lead. Next one's going to be a big one, regardless who gets it. Here comes Los Angeles, move it in front of the net, and they just couldn't make connections with the oncoming defenseman off the bench. Kings go back and regroup. Joe Hicketts from British Columbia was there, but that just didn't work. That opportunity to create some offense for LA. Now they throw it in, and the play is going to be whistled down.
Looks as if there's going to be a too many men on the ice call. Let's see. It definitely is. Just trying to dissect what team that will be on, but why don't we let the audience know when we come back from break, Steve?
Yep. Take a guess, folks. We'll see if we're right. We'll take a guess, too. I'm guessing it's against LA. All right. Anyway, 3-2 Kings lead. Back after this, as you're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Sky Rizzy. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Sky Rizzy, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Flex plans are now available for our fans who have the busiest schedules. You can select just weekend games or just giveaway nights, whatever suits you best. Just select 7 or more games to receive huge savings on tickets, discounts on concessions, and merchandise. And new this year, parking is included. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/flexplans for more information.
Well, we tried. Anaheim is the guilty party there. We're just trying to give us an advantage, folks, and get that tie and goal. Sorry, we didn't do a good job.
Sorry, we lied.
Colangelo is sitting in the sin bin. It's 3-2 Kings, still within grasp this game. And the shots favor the Kings by 12. We're in the third period, just past the halfway point. Up to enjoying it. Been a pretty entertaining game up here. Again, these two teams will meet again in the preseason finale coming up in Los Angeles in a few days. We'll see a lot of Sharks around coming up in Anaheim on Monday night. If you're looking for something to do, why don't you make it a plan to be there for that game, and then the teams will go up to San Jose, play there. Meanwhile, a little brouhaha developing, and you can see a little bit of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Two teams don't like each other. You can see it starting to develop right now.
Yeah, a little bullyish behavior between both squads, right? And in that mix-up was Trevor Moore, the Kings, and Pavel Mintyukov, who isn't afraid to get in, stick up for his teammates, partner, and that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that 98 kind of sticks out at you, doesn't it, though? There's not too many teams that wear that number. It's kind of interesting. Here's the puck played on the left wing wall. Anaheim will try and move it out. Still can't get it out. The Kings steal it. There's a shot from the low slot and went off a stick. I believe it was the goaltender stick. Now another shot partially fanned on. Puck bounces off the backboard. Ducks trying to clear, couldn't get it out. LA with pressure coming. Burrow sets it up. Little backhand feed in front of the net. It was a good pass. Anaheim applies some pressure there. High shot from the slot, and I'm telling you, that's Mrazek coming up big again. He's down on his pads. Kings still pressure. There's another shot. Uvarara, and that one blocked. Big time opportunity for the Kings here. A drive, low shot, and Mrazek actually made it look easy. There was some traffic in front, and he had his catching glove on the ice near the goal crease area and kept the Anaheim Ducks in the game with that stop. It's still 3-2 LA.
Yeah, it was Akil Thomas with the initial opportunity. That really backed up the Anaheim Ducks, allowed the Kings to get some great passing between the far side flank. Of course, Burrow's there, quarterback into the near side flank with Liam Greentree. Greentree, he's missed on a few of those one-time attempts, right? Slightly whiffing on them, and, well, that, of course, benefits the good guys.
All right, face-off coming up. I'll tell you what, you'd swear this was a regular season game, though, with the atmosphere here in this building and good crowd reaction. There's some empty seats, but very nice crowd here on this particular day for hockey. And a drive coming. Mrazek, another stop. And they had a little bit of traffic in front of the net again, but he somehow saw it and kicked it out. Another chance. Puck behind the net. Kings go after it. And we're going to have a whistle at a stoppage of play. And the post came off its moorings. The referee waving at him. I thought for a moment, though, he might be calling maybe a delay of game there. But doesn't look like it.
Well, it seems as if Peter Mrazek, he was really voicing his displeasure for what initially, Steve, as you mentioned, it seemed like a call from the referee. But Peter Mrazek made a good case for, well, that was already off. Just a slight push, it was already off, and that's why there's going to be a face-off to the left of Peter Mrazek without a duck penalty.
All right, still a 3-2 Kings lead with time winding down here in this period. the third. Steve Carroll with Emerson Edom. And we'll be on the air, don't forget, Monday night. But better than that, why don't you get some seats and actually come out to the game. Enjoy it live. Play continues here. One goal separating these two, and I got a hunch you'll see more of these close games once these two teams play each other in the regular season. It'll be fun. Anaheim back with it, with possession. Back behind. The goaltender is watching 3 Kings, 2 Ducks, another Duck outside, all just trying to power the puck. And finally, Zellweger winds up with it at the point, tried to make a pass, broken up, and the Kings clear it in to make a line change.
And that puck just went under the twig of Matthew Phillips, just inside the blue line for an unfortunate bounce. Igor Sidorov with a very sneaky shot, misses just high and wide.
Well, I'll tell you what, these two teams have gone hard the entire game. You haven't seen any let up in it, and they're still fighting along the boards. They are right now to the right of the Duck bench.
And I just feel like over the last 20, 25 minutes, the team with the more offensive zone time has been the Anaheim Ducks.
Yep.
Now, it might be a toss-up who has the more grade A opportunities. Oh, there's a great goal.
Yeah. You like that one, don't you? Well, the assist by Sidorov. That was a very important part of this. And the Ducks get a goal to tie up the hockey game at 3-3. And that was a pretty play and well earned. No doubt about that, because a lot of things happened during that sequence.
It seems as if Tyson Hines is going to get credit for this one. And he was right place, right time. And yet another goal where the Anaheim Ducks benefit from aggressive D play. We saw early on, of course, Pavel Mintyukov, similar mentality. Well, you got Tyson Hines, who I've really been impressed by, not only his defensive game, but his offensive game as well. We just saw why his offensive game has really bumped up a notch since last season. Right place, right time, big time goal, tying this one up from Tyson Hines.
Yeah, played 71 games with our affiliates, San Diego in the American League. Total of 18 points and plus in the plus minus category, so all good. And we're getting a chance to enjoy him here as they try and get even better when the regular season starts. Meanwhile, LA will feather the puck up into the air, winds up in the neutral zone. 5:16 to go in period 3. Tie game. I'm just going to take a shot and say I think the Ducks might win this game. We're going to take a timeout, let them think about it. We'll think about it up here too. Back with more in a moment as we all listen to Duckstream, powered by Tuna.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. Fanatics experience.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an independent American watch brand proudly owned and operated in Southern California. Designed, engineered, tested, and hand-assembled in the USA, Lineage watches are uniquely powered by American-built movements. Define your legacy today with a Lineage timepiece at lineagewatchco.com. That is lineagewatchco.com.
Hey, don't forget, we'll have more hockey for you coming up Monday on Duckstream. Stream. Make sure you're with us. San Jose Sharks are in town, and we'll try and take a bite out of their hockey club with 3 preseason games left to go. Meanwhile, this one's up for grabs. Ducks and Kings. It might have been close today. Well, it's close as it can get. 3-3 if you just joined us. Steve Carroll with Emerson Needham and our crew here at the Dignity Health Arena. Puck is played by Anaheim and shoveled quickly to center ice. You know what? You look at this team, too, and it looks like both teams really want to win this hockey game, too, the way they're playing. Sometimes there's a let-up here as you get to this point in the preseason. I've seen it at times. And both teams playing extremely hard.
Yeah, well, to your earlier question about if these players really feel where they're at as far as decision-making is concerned, well, it really looks like we're about at the mid-mark of this preseason, right?
Yep.
A lot of these young guys, maybe some guys for the Ducks who have NHL games under their belt, amplifying their game. They know they needed to, right? They saw that roster, what was coming into today's game for the Kings. They knew they had to elevate their games because there was so much experience here with this Los Angeles Kings roster. So, job well done so far. And can't say enough good things about a lot of who's suiting up for the Ducks here today.
Face-off coming up. 3-3 game. Hang on. You know this one's going right down to the wire. Kings are at that 41 shot total. Maybe that's something next game the Ducks would like to lower a little bit. 28 for them. And the Ducks move towards the Los Angeles end of the rink. A little bit of cross-checking. That's Seneca there in front of the net, being cross-checked in the back. Puck played behind the goal line. And Anaheim will work it up. Hey, Anaheim's going to get a break. There's going to be a tripping call here. And I'll tell you what, that was a shot to the back, and it happened right in front of the referee, and they're going to call it tripping. Doesn't matter. Ducks will be on a power play with a chance to grab a late third period advantage.
How about rewarding yourself at this point in time with a power play? Good things happen when you move your feet. That was the case for Tristan Luneau. Couple nice deceptive cutbacks there, and it's almost as if Kings player had to haul him down with his stick. So a monumental time to be on the power play for the Anaheim Ducks.
Yep. All right. All right. Got a feeling they might get one here. Ducks go on a JMG power play. All right, Ducks win the draw. Zellweger will get it, but I think we're going to say that the puck was dropped unfairly, so we'll do the face-off again to the right of the Los Angeles goal. Very enthusiastic crowd up here. Neutral site for both these teams. Puck played by Zellweger. Backhand to forehand. Puck almost came outside the blue line, and the Kings are going to wind up with it and chop it off his skate to center ice. Here comes Anaheim's attack. Guevara is the guy in the penalty box. Here comes LA, playing a man short, work it in front of shot. Oh, and more. Just missed far side of the post against Mrazek.
A nice little turn from Philip Deneau right on the entry. Really deceptive cutback there, right in the middle of the ice. Nice drop back to Trevor Moore, and he unleashes a quick shot that misses just near side wide.
We're less than 3 minutes to go. Third period tied 3-3. So the Threes have the number up on the board, but someone's going to have to score that fourth goal to win this thing. Here comes Los Angeles dropping it in, pursuing the puck. Anaheim coming back full strength. Have 4 back in their D zone. Now fifth man on the ice from the bench. The Kings regroup in their own side of center ice. Still 53 seconds left in their minor penalty.
Well, so far not the power play that in this point in time the Anaheim Ducks had hoped for, but still 45 seconds left in it. Let's see what they can make of it.
All right, Kings slap it. Oh, and almost nailed the linesman who's right between the penalty boxes on our side of the rink. He's all right. Here comes Anaheim breaking out, led by Luneau. Pass on right wing. Ducks shoot it in. Collision down there. 3 Duck players, 3 Kings players pushing and shoving. Trying to get that little biscuit loose. for an opportunity. Kings are going to wind up with it for the moment. Ducks try and steal. Move it side of the net. Another battle for it. And Los Angeles will finally get it ahead for LaFerriere, who drops it down the right wing wall.
That should do it for this Ducks power play with that clear. Here comes Tristan Luneau with the entry.
1:30 to go, regulation time. 3-3. And a big pileup in the corner down to the right of their goaltender, Partillo. That's broken up. 3 Ducks were down in the corner battling, trying to get possession of the puck, and then it goes out of play near the penalty box off to the left, maybe 2 or 3 rows back. Everybody is okay, and we'll get a face-off coming up here.
Well, it was a tough break for Kings forward Samuel Salinas, but the Anaheim Ducks will take it, right? It's
Yep.
A delay of game, sending that puck over the glass on the near side, just inside his defensive zone blue line. That one always stings as a player, especially, it doesn't matter what point in time of the hockey game, whether it's first 5 minutes, second period, or this late in the game, it's just a dagger. And a little bit of an embarrassment sets in, right? You never want to be the guy, delay of game, scooping that puck over the glass at the defensive end. Everyone's trying to look out for it, right? It almost adds that much more pressure on a lot of those strong side clears. Just don't want to be that guy. And for the Los Angeles Kings, Samuel Salinas is that guy.
Okay, here we go. What's your gut feeling? I got a gut feeling the Ducks might score this goal and go ahead with 1:16 to play.
Well, one thing's for sure, and they need to have a much more successful power play. And when I mean successful, it's not always come down to scoring goals, but great on the set breakouts, great entries, great puck movement, and hopefully a lot of shot volume.
All right, Ducks win the draw. Approaching the minute mark to play in regulation. Will we have extra hockey? We'll find out shortly. Ducks sprint back to make a play. Fedorov flipped it ahead on right wing. Here comes Anaheim with a minute to go in regulation time. Tied at 3, and the Ducks are on a power play for the next 1:36. It's all in their hands right now. Big opportunity to go ahead late in the game. Shot from the side. Rebound, score! And the Ducks do go ahead on a goal by Matthew Phillips. And it's now 4-3 Anaheim.
Olin Zellweger elects not to drop pass it to Beckett Seneca, who's rolling up on the far side half wall right behind him. He attacks. He chips that one to the near side, and look who capitalized. It's Matthew Phillips with a ginormous goal, putting his Anaheim Ducks team up by 1. It's now 4-3.
All right, good job, fellas. Good job. Just a few seconds left to kill. This would give the team a lift for the long ride home from here, about 3 hours. But who's counting? All right, puck sent all the way down LA zone.
We're all anticipating the Anaheim Ducks coming out with the 2 points in this one, but how about this? What's looking like a win, right?
Yep.
If they can come out of this game with the 2 points, what a statement for these Dutch players. And here comes Gaucher.
And the King goal is empty. Shot attempt coming, yeah! They got an empty netter, 5-3 good guys with 16.2 to go.
It's Nico Majadovic on a great feed. Gaucher, and I tell you what, under duress, under pressure, Nico Majadovic just slides it right under the pressure player's stick, right into the wide open net. And to have a 2-goal lead, 16.2 seconds remaining, you can pretty much put a stamp on this one, Steve.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a little excited over the goal. I put your cup button on. I was trying to hit mine.
Just don't let it happen again, but
Okay.
I'm just as excited.
Okay. 10 seconds to go. Well, you got us. It helped us a lot throughout the game. Give Anaheim 2 points. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. It's in the win column. 5-3 Ducks over the Kings in preseason.
It's a statement win, right? You just look at each team's roster heading into today's game. For the Ducks, it's just a a top six. Ryan Palin, of course, with some National Hockey League experience. Of course, you have Sam Colangelo. But you look at the top six, the Denos, the Warren Fogels, Trevor Moores, Alex Laferriere, Armia. That's part of the Kings top six. And to think that the more inexperienced Ducks team, they just wanted it more. They were the more relentless team. They knew their task at hand. They had better execution when it comes to team X's and O's. And of course, Kings look good at times. But I tell you what, another guy we got to talk about, Peter Mrazek. If it wasn't for some just unbelievable highlight reel saves, in particular early on, I think it would have been a different story. But his team right in front of him, playing till the final buzzer. That was an impressive win.
It was fun. And I apologize again for hitting your cough button here. I was so excited with the win, I kind of lost my thought process.
Hey, not only a Ducks win, but a Ducks win over the Kings. You can press my cough button at any time.
Doesn't matter how you do it. Just get the extra point in the game. Well, we go home now, play San Jose, kind of back-to-back. We have a day off in between. First game down by Osivod, then up in San Jose, then home against LA. What do you want to see from our team now based on this particular win on the road in LA before the regular season starts?
You can't underestimate the San Jose Sharks, right? That's point number one. You're coming off a big-time win against this Kings team. Look, the Kings had the Ducks number twice so far in this preseason. It's now 2-1 for the Kings in this preseason so far. We have one more matchup with the Kings here coming up shortly. The key for the Anaheim Ducks facing the San Jose Sharks team, they can't underestimate them. They got to take this win. They got to learn from it. Whoever's in the lineup for the Anaheim Ducks, they got to play just as proactive, right? Little bit too much reactiveness last game. The last loss versus the Los Angeles Kings, they were way more proactive, not reactive. They wanted to be first to lose pucks here in this game. They wanted to have more possession and make higher percentage plays. And I tell you what, you look at that play from Olin Zellweger, and it's just like, is he going to be one of those guys being put in a situation late in the game to put his team on back and make plays like that? 100% he's going to be put in those positions, and I know he's going to make plays like that at the very end. So good to see him really put his team on his back right at the right time, make that phenomenal, patient play out of the corner, attacking from that far side corner and chipping it right over some traffic. Right in the net front, Matthew Phillips, I talked about it there as part of today's Honda Keys of the game. He had to have another big-time night for the Anaheim Ducks to come out with a win. He does that with that go-ahead goal. And how about that? Another one of my keys to the game, the Ducks must have 30-plus shots in order to come out with the 2 points here today. How many? Yeah, well, how many shots they have? 30? I tried to tell you.
Yeah, you were right.
Yep, thank you.
And 5-3 was the final, so we're all good, and we're all right. And we're getting ready for the San Jose Sharks. We're going to be on the air Monday night from Honda Center at 7 o'clock for the first of two meetings back-to-back against the Sharks. And why don't you lead us out here? I think you got some driving to do. I got to catch the bus. That's a nice little gesture there to all the Ducks fans tuned in tonight.
Oh, well, most certainly. And most certainly when the Anaheim Ducks beat the Kings. And final score, good guys, Anaheim Ducks 5, bad guys, Los Angeles Kings 3. Thanks for listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
All right, we'll talk to you from home against San Jose. Thanks for listening. For everybody up here, hope you enjoyed the game. We certainly did. Ducks win at 5-3 over the Kings. Good night, and we will talk to you on Monday night. So long, everybody.